guys, Chris here. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the MK3 Supra build. Selena. Does it look like a Selena though?
Yeah.
In this video, our theme is going the distance. I've been driving this car now on and off throughout the summer. Well, actually, I haven't driven it as much as I'd like to because it's just been so hot here in DFW. But now that it's starting to cool down, I want to start driving this thing a lot more. But I noticed that the underhood temps are really high. So I picked up some stuff that's gonna help with that, hopefully. Let's take a look at what we have. Picked up this lava fiber heat wrap, titanium colored. So this should help with like the downpipe, and I'm also gonna use it on the exhaust manifold as well. Picked up this gold insulating tape, and I'm not sure what I'm going to use this on yet. Probably the intake pipe, and I'm really not sure if I would use this on the charge pipe because it's already coming off the turbo. I'm not sure if this is just going to make it worse or not, but we'll see. And I also got some flame proof, so I'm going to paint some of the heat shield pieces with this. So I already started loosening some of this stuff, took the intake pipe off. And what really alerted me to how hot it was under the hood was after installing this sensor for the boost controller, I had gone for a long drive, and when coming back, I opened my hood. Of course, it was real hot in this area, but when I felt the sensor, it was just way hot, and I was like, I don't know if that's really good for it, so I need to do what I need to do now. Protect everything, keep the heat away from the engine bay. I'm gonna wrap the downpipe, I'm gonna wrap the exhaust manifold. The elbow, I'm not sure if I'm gonna wrap that because it's kind of a weird shape. I might just paint it with the flame proof. I'm gonna paint this heat shield. There's also a heat shield that goes here. This one, I never installed this when I did my swap, so hopefully that should help a bunch. And like I said, I'm not sure if I wanna wrap this with the gold tape or just leave it. I might wrap this one. So I'm not sure yet. We'll just get started with the downpipe and the exhaust manifold first and then go from there. I'm gonna hit it with this primer first, like a coat or two, and then I'm gonna do the actual paint. They're both high temp. This is up to like 2000 degrees. Hopefully this spray will help just a little bit since we're not gonna be wrapping this with anything. All right, so we got most of our components out. The turbo's still in there because it's got the oil lines hooked up still. This is the upper part of the downpipe. It ends below the firewall. I'm not gonna wrap the part that goes beyond that, only this part. This is kind of weird shaped, so I'm not sure if I'm gonna wrap this. In fact, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and spray this with the flame proof. There's also a little heat shield that's on the turbo, kind of where a blanket would go. I think I'm gonna paint that. I'm just gonna go ahead and get this off of here, and I'm gonna go ahead and clean this up a little bit and then paint this. Okay, I gave it some second thought. I don't think I'm gonna use the spray on anything that's significant. I think I'll go ahead and try to wrap this. I know it's a weird shape. With the turbo housing, I'm not gonna try to paint that. I've read that it just flays off. wipe these off later. I'm not sure if you guys can see this, but over here where the turbo sits, it's real close to this panel here. Just to protect this panel and the paint, I'm gonna put some gold tape here, kind of a rectangular section all the way here and down a little bit. Even though there's a heat shield on the turbo, I just wanna put that added protection on the painted panel. So the easiest part was this downpipe, just because it's just a single pipe, just go all the way around and it looks good. There is a part here that's kind of like, I don't know what I would have done here. Maybe, ooh, that was not a good idea, stick my hand in there. Not sure if I should put another like clamp here. It's just a really wide wrap. I thought I got it folded in here, but I might just have to cut this, and I might put another clamp on here. Here's the manifold. It's not pretty, but I think it works. It's just also kind of an odd shape because it's so small compared to like your tubular manifolds, which have a lot more surface area. The way I wrapped it, I don't have to put a clamp around this part because it just kind of holds itself. Just put a clamp on each of the runners. For the first time really doing this, I think that it's pretty good. It'll hold just fine. I mean, this stuff is pretty simple. Just wrap it around. Gonna be on here for a while because I want to just run the car stock, but this isn't the end game. And here's the elbow. This is like the ugliest piece. You know, as long as it works, as long as it doesn't move, I think it's good. I don't think it's gonna be any issue. And then here's the heat shields. So here's the one that goes on here. It probably goes that way. Here's the one for the manifold. And here's the one for the turbo. And then I also painted this bracket. This bracket actually holds and supports the manifold and turbo. I didn't have this installed when I did the swap. I'm gonna see if it still fits because I'm running different engine brackets. Okay, so I was trying to fit this and I realized that the engine bracket, it's just too close. The bracket sits right here. So I need to trim this just a little bit in order for it to fit. Basically, I trimmed this whole piece right here. So the part that kind of has an L shape on it, which that's about 3.5 inches up from here to here. And I trimmed maybe a little bit too far in. You probably could just follow the curve and trim that. Either way, this will work. Kind of smooth it out and resprayed it. It's not perfect. Let's go ahead and toss that on there. I got the J-pipe and the intake bolted in. I did decide that I'm not going to wrap in gold tape the charge pipe here and the intake pipe right now. The intake pipe is just so short. Right now I feel like the gold tape's not going to do much if I have an open cone filter like I do right now. I'm trying to get the stock airbox to fit, but I need to fiberglass the connection between the airbox and the pipe. So I've just been putting that off. But I feel like that's gonna help along with the gold tape at the same time. I do feel like I might want to wrap the J-pipe just because it runs right over the exhaust manifold. That's something that I will probably do at that same time. I do want to wrap this pipe right here coming after the intercooler. It's gonna be coming through the intercooler, it gets cooled off. After that, I wanna make sure that that pipe is protected from soaking up any heat. All right, I got the pipes off the intercooler now, and I'm ready to wrap them in the gold tape. I made sure to mark where the coupler goes up to. I feel like it would be really hard to put the coupler on over the tape, so I'm only gonna tape up to this point that I marked on each pipe. All right, let's see what we can do. Finished wrapping this pipe. I did not have enough for this one. I have 2 strips left, plus this one that kind of got ruined. It's still sticky, so it could still be useful. I should have started with this one. I just thought I had enough for both. This is the one that is in the engine bay. It goes into the throttle body. This one stays a bit lower. It would probably stay cooler naturally, just getting airflow. I guess I'm just gonna order another pack and do this one separately. I hate taking this thing out because it's such a tight space in there. At least it was good practice to do this one. Might as well just start it off and get it going. Maybe I'll wrap this part right here and then around this area. All right, let's go ahead and put these back on the car. been smoking. It started smelling a little bit, and it just pulled over, and it's slightly smoking from, it looks like the wrap. So I looked online, and some people do see that smoking is normal, but only for like the first 10 minutes or so. On that note, I forgot to treat the spray. I remember that you actually have to idle it for like 10 minutes and then let it cool off, and then do it again for 20 minutes or something like that, something weird. Or you have to do it in the oven. So I already got it in the car. I'm gonna go home, let it cycle a few times, keep an eye on the smoking. From what I read, it should go away. I didn't really push it, I just kind of went into boost a few times, and that's pretty much it. So I don't think any damage was done from that. I'm just gonna go ahead and go home, and I also want to get this video uploaded as soon as possible. So that's pretty much it for this video. Thank you guys for your support on this channel. If you want more Supra and other Toyota content, go ahead and hit the subscribe button down below. Thumbs up if you like this video. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.